A £60 million deal has been completed. Let's break this down.
There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content.
Liverpool have officially completed one of the biggest transfers of the summer, with the Reds finally unveiling Jeremy Jurgen after his blockbuster move from Rennes became official on July 1st. The highly rated 20-year-old centre-back has arrived at Anfield in a deal that could reach £60 million, making him one of the most expensive signings in Liverpool's history, and underlining just how highly the club rates his potential. Although an agreement was struck with Rennes back in January for an initial £55 million, supporters have had to wait months to see Jurgen officially become a Liverpool player, with the transfer delayed until the end of the season. That wait became even more frustrating after the French defender suffered a shoulder injury shortly after the deal was agreed, ruling him out for the remainder of Rennes' campaign. However, Jurgen has now fully recovered and is expected to report for pre-season, ready to compete immediately under Andoni Iraola. His arrival couldn't come at a more significant time either. With Ibrahima Konaté's departure to Real Madrid, Liverpool already have a replacement in Jurgen. Jurgen is widely expected to slot straight into the starting 11 alongside captain Virgil van Dijk, with the vacant number 5 shirt potentially awaiting the young Frenchman. Liverpool also negotiated a further £5 million in performance-related add-ons, meaning the package could eventually rise to the full £60 million, highlighting the club's enormous faith in his ability to become one of Europe's elite defenders. Speaking after completing the move, Jurgen couldn't hide his excitement about learning alongside Van Dijk, describing the Dutchman as one of the finest centre-backs in world football. He admitted the opportunity to train and play beside the Liverpool captain was a major factor in his decision, insisting he wants to absorb everything possible from a player he believes sits at the very top of the game. The French defender also shared his delight in English, calling the transfer a big dream, and describing Liverpool as one of the biggest clubs in world football, making it clear just how much the move means to him. Jurgen becomes Liverpool's third signing of an ambitious summer rebuild, following the arrivals of Victor Munoz from Osasuna and promising youngster Ifeanyi Ndukwe from Austria Vienna. But there's little doubt this is the headline addition so far, a statement signing that could shape Liverpool's defence for years to come. With Jeremy Jurgen's move now officially complete, Liverpool have secured one of Europe's most highly rated young defenders in a transfer that signals their intent for the seasons ahead. Replacing a player of Ibrahima Konaté's caliber is no easy task, but the Reds clearly believe they've found their long-term answer at the heart of the defence. The big question now is whether Jurgen can justify that £60 million price tag and establish himself as Virgil van Dijk's perfect partner from day one. One thing is certain, Liverpool's summer business is gathering serious momentum. And it wouldn't be a surprise if there are still more major arrivals to come before the transfer window closes. In other news,
there has been a major twist in the pursuit of Bradley Barcola, and it's starting to seem that this transfer window is not going to be a straightforward one. Liverpool's pursuit of Bradley Barcola has taken a dramatic twist, with Paris Saint-Germain reportedly placing an enormous valuation on the French winger that could threaten to derail any potential move to Anfield. Following reports that top target Diomande is leaning towards a move to PSG this summer, Liverpool have increasingly been linked with Barcola as one of the club's standout attacking alternatives. Ironically, Diomande's arrival in Paris could create the very opening Liverpool have been waiting for, with Barcola entering the final 2 years of his contract and facing increased competition for places. But PSG aren't making things easy. According to The Athletic's David Ornstein, the League One champions consider Barcola not for sale and value him significantly above his widely reported market price. While several football valuation models estimate the 23-year-old to be worth between £60 million and £66 million, PSG reportedly believe he's worth far more. And, astonishingly, even more than the reported £116 million Manchester City have agreed to pay for Elliot Anderson. It's a statement that immediately grabs attention. PSG are under no financial pressure to cash in after agreeing a deal with AC Milan for Goncalo Ramos, while also making Lee Kang-in and Randall Kolo Muani available for transfer. That gives the French champions plenty of leverage, allowing them to dictate the terms if any club comes calling. However, it's worth noting that clubs rarely describe a player as not for sale, while simultaneously attaching a valuation. That has led many to believe this could simply be the opening phase of PSG's negotiating strategy, designed to drive the price as high as possible before serious talks begin. Liverpool won't be the only club monitoring the situation either. Arsenal and several other Premier League sides are also believed to admire Barcola, who is regarded as one of the most exciting wide attackers available on the market. If the player decides he wants a new challenge, PSG's bargaining position becomes even stronger thanks to growing competition for his signature. The recent transfer market has also complicated matters. Manchester City's blockbuster move for Elliot Anderson has inflated expectations across Europe, with clubs now pointing to that deal as a benchmark for elite young talent. It's a trend that could have a knock-on effect across multiple positions and make negotiations even tougher for Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes and CEO of football Michael Edwards. If Barcola ultimately proves too expensive, Liverpool do have alternative options under consideration. Brighton's Yankuba Minte, FC Köln youngster Said El Mala, and Lille's Matias Fernandez Pardo have all been mentioned as possible alternatives should the Reds decide that PSG's demands simply go too far. For now though, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. If Liverpool truly want Bradley Barcola, they'll need to be prepared for one of the biggest transfer battles and potentially one of the biggest transfer fees of the entire summer. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.